Hello and welcome back to the Final Fantasy Tactics All Oracles Challenge being recorded here in March of 2022. Hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. Today we are heading to the end of the Reese chapter of the side quests in this one, the Beowulf and Reese chapter, I suppose you could say. This is the underground passage in Goland. We have gone through the Colliery Underground's third floor, second floor, and first floor, and now we are down here to save Reese the dragon. So we have an interesting kind of a bottleneck here on this one where the arena for this battle is quite narrow and quite long. We are all kind of stuck down here, and there's a pretty big jump right there. If your characters don't have good jump, there is some steps in the back of this one, but this is unfortunately a save battle. So I did have to throw on the Germanus boots for this fight so that I could get my characters up there. Now, Reese can hold her own up there for sure. She can do some great damage, but if those enemies really gang up on her, including that Ultima demon over there, that can really be trouble for Reese quickly. She can get in bad shape in a bad way. So we're going to bring our characters up here, not only just to deal more damage to the enemies and maybe take an enemy or two out, hopefully fairly quickly, but also just to draw some of their attention away from Reese. Because if every one of those enemies is really concentrating on Reese because Reese is their closest enemy, then that's going to be a battle over pretty quickly. But if we come up here and we are causing trouble with our Germanus boots, allowing us not only just to jump up onto that platform, but also allowing us to get farther towards Reese. So not just the jump, but also the extra tile of move is good there. Beowulf, I've mentioned this before, is a bona fide oracle. He is not using his sword skills, which are very oracle-like. He's actually an oracle, so I did unlock all of the oracle abilities using the JP scroll glitch on Beowulf, so that was nice to be able to use him that way. I love these oracles jumping so high. It's pretty sweet. So now you can see, though, those Germanus boots really were the difference in getting us up here. I did roll this battle one time without them, and we didn't have enough jump to jump up onto those platforms, so we had to walk around to the back of the battle, and that just didn't work out very well. So I'm looking to see where she can target and who she can hit, if anybody, and I don't know if my spells are not going to fire off quickly enough, so I'm just going to have to wait. So she, unfortunately, is going to have a lost action here. So this plague-type enemy is coming down. He's giving us the evil eye, or whatever the gaze attack is there. That missed, thankfully, because that's a petrify. Don't want that firing off. And there's a don't act that's going to go fire off on that back plague. Sadly missed, and I think Beowulf is charging a petrify, so I guess it's the archaic demon. I keep calling them Ultima demons, but archaic demon. And so he's using Dark Holy or Dark Flare, I can't remember. It's not the one that has the screaming sound, but look, the damage is not all that impressive. Obviously, it's a nice whack, but it's not super scary, especially because Reese can do like 500, 600 damage with her ice breath attack, or her whatever the breath attack is. So I don't know if that's like Nightmare something, Nightmare Wings, something like that. Death Sentence on her, that's okay. Battles like this, the Death Sentence is not going to be a relevant thing. This battle is either going to be over one way or the other within that Death Sentence window, or it will be irrelevant, because we just need to get kind of a critical mass of these guys down, because Reese, like I said, can pretty well handle that archaic demon just about on her own. We just need to have everybody work on these eyeball things. So everybody's got their rods. I think we have octagon rods by this point. So this is another tricky battle where it's kind of hard to actually see how far away you are from enemies. That's why you have to look while the screen is turning. You can't turn it by degrees and look down through that tunnel. But I could see, okay, yes, there we go. So my character did move just right there, one tile away. I'd like to be attacking from 2 tiles away on these guys, but that sadly couldn't happen because they can counterattack, it looks like. So now my options here, I can attack this one in the front, or I can target a new spell. And that life drain is sadly 1 HP short of taking that last one out. So unfortunate. And here I'm looking to see where can I target. If I target Paralyze, that will go off before the enemies get actions. But who do I want to, hit with Don't Act? who do I want that to happen to? Do I want to just do the Marlboro, or do I want to just do the little guy there? And if I just do the Plague, then one of my characters is going to be in the spell's range. Now, they will get actions that I can move some of them out. That's what all of that calculating was, to see who has turns coming up and when, and how I can best deal with that. So this Paralyze can target out past the Plague enemy, so she's okay. Here comes, is this the Petrify from all that time before? Yeah, sure is. Wow, so that Petrify's been charging for a long time. All that for nothing, for just to Beowulf to miss. And looks like he gets his turn right away. So that his Petrify was perfectly timed because it rolled right before he got his turn, rather than having him get a turn while he's still charging. And so this breath attack is going to take out that other Marlboro. So right now Reese has taken out both of the Marlboros in one shot. Here comes a Drain Life on the floaty eyeball thing, and sadly, no dice. Beowulf being pretty useless in this fight, as he tends to be, I guess. And that first spell failed because it was a Don't Act being targeted on that Marlboro. And so Reese moved behind the Marlboro so as to not be in the spell's range, and took that thing out. And now that Don't Act didn't hit either, because he's going to go for a Death Sentence hit on one of my characters. So, okay, whatever. I'll take Death Sentence again. As I said, it's not really a relevant thing at this point in the game. And at this point in this kind of battle anyway, too. All right, so here we go. We're going to take a swing. And yeah, that is the Octagon Rod, because the Octagon Rod randomly heals statuses. So it's a really funky thing. It does a ton of damage. So, like, if you have a status that you want healed, I guess you can hit each other with the Octagon Rod, but that's a pretty big chunk of hit points that I do not want my characters losing. So here comes the Archaic Demon. He's going to cast the big summon, whatever, the big Holy or Dark Holy or Dark Flare spell, whatever it is. And it's all going to be for, like, you know, decent damage, but not going to take us out. You know, it's not going to end the fight for us. So Reese is actually a decent distance away from that Archaic Demon, so Reese is not going to be able to get down there super easily or quickly. So we're looking to see what can we do. Okay, I can Don't Act that thing. And it looks like Ramza's got very nice compatibility. It's going to hit with 100% accuracy. I'll take that all day. And she can indeed target down there. She gets a crit off, so she can swing down that far with her stick. It gets a crit, pushes the Archaic Demon back a tile. The tile, or the demon, is now much weaker, and Reese can't quite get down there. I think Reese is trying to go around. Maybe Reese's jump isn't quite as high as that. But Ramza's spell is still going to hit, because I think he was targeting on the unit, and it was going to hit anyway, because it was just one tile over. So Beowulf likes to randomly cast Faith on assorted characters at various points in this game, for whatever reason. I don't know. For whatever reason, I certainly can't tell. All right, so here she goes. She's moving around down here. And she's going to try a Life Drain on there, so not going to be quite enough to take down. There's Death Sentence, by the way. So Death Sentence, I guess you could call it relevant. I don't know just how relevant, but I guess you could call it that. Ramza seems to have great compatibility with this thing. So he's just going to move down here. And is he going to go for a stick attack, or is he going to go for the, yeah. And the reason it's 100% is because that thing, I think, is in, yeah, it's in Don't Act status. So he can move right in front of it and hit with 100%. Anyway, if you like this series, feel free to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, make a comment, or hit me up on Twitter.